myself.
Mommy's favorite day.
Oh yeah, baby.
We are doing a garlicky chicken bacon pizza. I'm going to do some things a little different because I like to try new things. Some things the same. And I'm going to be transparent. We're doing it on the cheap. For one thing, I'm using bacon. And after the pancetta that we fried up the other day, if it wasn't like $20 for us to get the pancetta that we need for this, I'd be going with that for sure. We'll definitely we'll grate up some parm, but I would like to make my own Alfredo sauce. Again, just you're making a homemade pizza. If you're trying to save some money but do something that tastes really good, booyah.
Yep.
Just use that. I'm going to roast off some garlic. I'll probably half these or maybe even like quarter some of these big boys.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roast them off to go on the pizza so they're like little hidden gems. Basil on top is garnish. We got some free-range chicken because the other chicken looked like garbage. And we'll tenderize that and hit it with some EVOO salt and pepper. It's my favorite thing to say. And the only real difference between this and like what I do with Neapolitan is on a Neapolitan, I would slice up the cheese thinly and spread it over the top so it looks pretty, hit it with some basil at the end. But for this style of pizza, I think we're just going to grate up all the cheese and sprinkle it over the top. And then we'll also make our Parmesan butter sauce for the crust, which we'll talk about in a little bit. I didn't feel like putting that all out here. And yeah, so,
Garlic chips.
Oh yeah, we're going to do garlic chips.
For a little
be like
joy
a little
joy.
side piggybacker. Rest your damn dough. Store-bought dough is fine. Not the canned stuff, but whatever your store makes and they put in their cold section,
Yeah.
get that. But you don't just take this home and take a rolling pin to it and roll it out and think you're going to have a good pizza. It's going to be crap. That's why people don't make pizza at home, because they get that and they're like, it was all right, whatever, I'd rather order out. I'm going to rest this for 4 hours probably. No joke. Like 3 before I even start messing with it. And I'll probably flour it again as it expands.
Yep.
And then
So yeah, we just
slowly
leave this
work
out.
it. Yeah. And so like that's the most annoying part of it is I got to sit here and look at this every little bit and I want to mess with it, but I can't.
Yep.
So we're going to let that do its thing. We'll watch a movie, maybe do some painting with Joy at the table. I don't know.
All right.
Off we go.
Wow.
It's check-in time.
What were you doing to the knife there?
I was putting flour on it.
Okay.
So here's where we are. We're about, 2 hours in?
We've been doing some prep.
Yeah, so the dough's come up just a little bit. It hasn't really changed much. Maybe like 20% of its size. But, so we're going to do 4 personals. We decided.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
So, I'm going to start by just taking those in half. Now, this is the trickster. I don't like to do a lot of folding underneath because it screws up the bottom side.
And I never get this right.
No, you don't. You always screw it up. So I basically will just sort of make kind of like a little ball out of it. But see that? I don't like that.
Kind of like a roll and tuck thing.
Yeah,
You do.
I mean, I really try not to screw with it too much. So I think that's like about as much as I want to do.
Okay. Yeah, and these will get really big. You'll be
They
surprised.
shouldn't be too big.
Well, I'm saying as far as how much they'll stretch out
Oh, yeah.
once they rest.
No, these will be like a 10
Yeah.
inch or 10 inch personal, something like that. See, it's already starting to form bubbles, so that's
Yep.
cool. So let's get some flour down again.
And then we just cover them back up.
We got to flour over the top of them. And, I got some flour in our bacon.
It's all right.
So while we talk about that, we've prepped pretty much everything so far. So we grated up a ton of mozzarella, whole milk.
Yep.
Some still in the fridge in a bag, but I wanted to show it. Cover it so it doesn't dry out. Parm grated up, basil, roasted off and cut up the garlic. Got some floury bacon. And then that's that pork that I made yesterday that I'm going to put on one part of it because it just seemed so fitting when I tried a bite of it today. Oh, And I've got some Alfredo burning over here.
Oh, let's take a look. All right. Perfect.
So I'd say another hour before I start farting around with the dough.
It's already smelling delicioso.
Yep, time to cover it. In the spirit of being the big dummy that I am, I mentioned using that pork earlier because I was like, there's not a lot of meat on this. I forgot about the chicken. So that is tenderized and marinating right now. So I may or may not use that pork on any of it. So this has been going for about another hour now. All I'm going to do, I'm not going to go crazy with it. I'm just going to come in and press it out.
Oh, you like those bubbles, huh?
I do. I love bubbles in a pizza.
Yeah. Some do, some don't. I'm not a bubble. Okay. Diving in. Look at this. Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering. Oh, so good. Fire.
Pretty pumped. It's hot as shit. It's really hot.
Maybe we should have waited. But
I'm speechless. It's so good. You have to try this.
yes,
It's so good.
I can't wait.
Bingo.